Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Well, it's been so lovely to see these sunny breaks. Enjoy these sunny breaks in the GTHA. And yes, it has been slightly cooler for many communities, but if you're dressed for those temperatures, it's been nice to see that picturesque scene. And we've got one right here with the Toronto Harbour. Boats passing through 18 degrees just now outside the Toronto airport. Now, not everyone is seeing those sunny breaks right this second. For many, we are looking at some wet weather around parts of the Peterborough region, heavier at times. Barrie here this afternoon in the Toronto region. For the most part, we are looking at clearer conditions come tomorrow, so you can rest easy when it comes to that. Still, though, sticking with these mid to late September temperatures, and that's the feel that we're getting across the map. Kingston, the warmest spot at this hour, 20 degrees. Those winds have not been letting up all through the weekend, and gusts upwards of 40 just now in Toronto, 31. 44 in Muskoka, 31 in Ottawa, that is. Now, if you're into some sunshine, we've got you covered come tomorrow. If you're into those autumn-like temperatures, there's also more of that on the way. So I guess a bit of a give and take here, and there's something for everyone, I hope. Starting to see that wet weather clear out, beautiful sunny skies, southwestern, southern, and eastern Ontario. So hours upon hours of this, we're not looking at a chance of wet weather. So that's some great news to kick off your week. Those temperatures, though, still lagging behind. 20 degrees for that high, quite the cold start at 8 degrees in the morning. Don't forget that sweater. It may start to feel slightly warmer heading into the late afternoon. Kevin?
Thanks, Noor. Okay, Sky Tracker weather update with our weather specialist, Noor Rafat. And listen, the rain is likely going to subside here. We're in for a bit of a nicer week, huh?
Yeah, it's going to be spectacular conditions when we start to some pressure moving in across large parts of Ontario and Quebec. So that means clear skies, dry conditions, hours upon hours of sunshine. And for many people, that also means some climbing temperatures. Let's take a look. Well, it's not going to feel a whole lot warmer tomorrow in Toronto than it did today. Our high still the same at about 20 degrees. We are seeing that wind start to shift from the northwest to the south-southwest by the afternoon, so there could be that warmer feel slightly, although these winds are not expected to be too gusty. Temperatures remaining propped up as we head into the overnight to about 13 degrees. Now, that trough in the jet stream, we've been talking about it the past little while. It's still quite deep around the Great Lakes. All this cool air is flowing, but it's also starting to squish almost as we're seeing that ridge build around parts of the prairies. So many communities that are already seeing some warm air are starting to see more of it in the next few days, and it is expanding east to include areas like Manitoba. This is, of course, concerning with their wildfire season, the lack of rain. We've had some rain around Ontario, although for the most part the heavier amounts were up to the north. Showers mostly around central Ontario. The next few days, all of that is going to clear. We're going to get into some high pressure. That's going to park itself right there, and you can see southwestern, southern, eastern Ontario, and even parts of central regions will be in for a whole lot of sunshine Monday, Tuesday, and even heading into your Wednesday. So it's going to be a spectacular stretch. We'll start to see those temperatures climb. I'm not going to say it's going to be all the way warm, not back to summer-like conditions, perhaps not flip-flop weather for many. But it will feel warmer than what you're seeing right now. And in Toronto, we will certainly climb to the seasonal range, if not a bit above. So for tomorrow, 19, 20 degrees for that high, still lagging behind. Cobourg, 17, 19 in Oshawa. Barrie, 18, 20 in Belleville. And then it's up to 23 on Tuesday. Still, though, watch out for those cold overnights. A cool start to your morning as well. 24, the warmest we're going to do. Actually, 25, the warmest we're going to do. Heading into the next 7 days. The weekend looking spectacular, though, with a nice stretch of sun and cloud, and those temperatures remaining propped up as well. Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Cooler temperatures indeed, and that was felt by many, not just in Toronto, but across the GTHA. And we continue to feel these conditions heading into the evening. Spectacular shot, courtesy of our Toronto Harbour Cam. It looks beautiful if you're indoors. If you're outside, I hope you're bundled up. 15 degrees is cold for me. Okay, maybe other people find that comfortable. We're dipping down to a low of 10 overnight and 8 degrees tomorrow morning. I hope you're dressed well for that. The winds have not been letting up since the start of the weekend. They are starting to die down finally. Tomorrow will be calmer, but those temperatures struggling to recover. 17 in Oshawa, 19 in Toronto for the high, 20 in Windsor. We should be at around 22 degrees during this time in the city. And for that, of course, some of that cloud cover, the showers this afternoon, and the strong winds, that made for a cool feel in the air. We do still have lingering pockets of wet weather across southern and southwestern Ontario. Now, the great news about tomorrow is that all of that is going to move out. If you're a fan of sunshine, we've got more of that on the way, even better than what we saw this weekend as high pressure starts to take over. So we're talking hours of unobstructed sunshine, especially heading into your Tuesday. For now, shaking off that cloud cover by the afternoon and expecting dry conditions for much of this side of the province. Temperatures still lagging behind, but we're in for some good news later on this week. 20 degrees for that high in Toronto. But yes, I hope you're dressed for some single digits early in the morning as you head to work and the kids head to school. Kevin?
Thanks, Noor. Yep, Sky Tracker weather with our update, and Noor Rafat's here. We're looking at the skies tonight around the world, and there's a rare celestial event with a very menacing name you were telling me about. What's the deal?
Yes, the blood moon arrived in large parts of the globe. No blood involved, which is great news.
Yeah, very good.
But this is thanks to a total lunar eclipse. We'll show you, and we'll explain why in just a moment. Africa, Asia, other parts of the UK seeing this, but not us.
Oh.
We already got ours in March.
Oh.
Yeah, and in the next few days, a consolation prize, as you named it, Kevin, will be some sunshine. Let's take a look.
Amazing.
And here is a look at that blood moon as seen from Dubai in the United Arab Emirates. And what a sight to see. Of course, not for those in North America because we didn't have visibility there. But this is happening because, of course, as we mentioned, the Earth is sandwiched between the sun and the moon. And the Earth's atmosphere actually refracts the blue and violet light coming from the sun. But the reddish-orange light, well, that passes right through and creates that reddish glow as it lands on the moon. And so that is why we're seeing that beautiful sight in the next few days. Not seeing a red moon or a blood moon in Toronto, but we're going to see some sunshine, which is great news. That will be paired with some brutal temperatures early in the morning, 8 degrees, and then starting to climb up to around the 20-degree range as we head into the afternoon hours. Talk about warm weather, though, in the prairies. That has been the talk the past little while. Also into parts of BC, how that is going to affect their fire danger, but also, of course, exacerbate the already existing wildfires. We don't have to worry about that over here. It's not going to get anywhere near as warm, and at the same time, we're going to be sitting into some nice conditions. So starting to see that cloud cover break up from the southwest, southern and eastern parts of Ontario. High pressure really taking over by Tuesday. So you can see that very well with the completely clear skies, the dry conditions. Can't say the same for northern sections of Ontario. This continues into your Wednesday. Now, this may look like a beautiful stretch of conditions in the next few days. Potentially some models show that the next prospect of wet weather could be on Sunday. So that could be a heavy one with some thunderstorms. Again, too early to tell, so we'll keep you posted. Cool in Kingston, Ottawa, 7 degrees. Wyerton over there, 7 degrees as well overnight tonight. Tomorrow, 17, a popular number in central and northern Ontario. In southern Ontario and around parts of the Golden Horseshoe, it's upper teens and low 20s that are making an appearance to come tomorrow. And here we are, the warmest day next week, 25 by Thursday, and then heading towards a above seasonal weekend as well with some lovely stretches of sunshine. Wet weather could be possible Sunday once again.
You're watching